Hello and welcome to my channel and a weekly update. This is kind of a strange thing to show you, but this was my cart after I had taken a very bad fall or spill while I was driving my other Miniature Horse Salem. This was a couple years ago, and I was thinking about it a lot because this past week I hurt my arm where I had injured it in this crash, and I can't do anything with my horses this week again. I'm getting very frustrated about it, but my arm was really sore. It got re-injured a little bit where I injured it from this crash. So I thought I would take this time for this video to talk a little bit about what happened when Salem had this crash and how I overcame my fear, because I was very afraid to drive again for a while. It took me about 5 months. So this video right here, this was my very first drive with him after that crash. My arm was still actually a little bit tender. And I decided to just drive him a bit in the arena rather than outside, trying to overcome my anxiety, trying to put it out of my mind. It's a real mind game if you've ever had a bad crash or fall from a horse. It's hard to overcome it. The best thing you can do is start with something you're comfortable with and gradually build up from there. And I thought I would devote this video to talk a little bit about that while my arm is too sore to do anything. And as you see, I'm starting to trot a little bit. And the longer I drove him, the less nervous I became. And I'm sure Salem could sense that I was nervous. But Salem is my mini that I do a lot of precision driving to music with him. And I have done demonstrations. He will go very, very close to the fencing. The wheels of the cart will go almost like within an inch of those posts, and even coming up the middle next to the flowers. And I was preparing for a show when I had my crash. I was driving way out in the field in the back of my farm, and I was cooling him down. I had driven him for a good hour. He was perfect. He didn't set a foot wrong. And when I did my last pass, where he's gone 1,000 times, something spooked him, and he suddenly jerked to the left very quickly and hard and took off. Oh, and there was the cat. My heart went in my throat for a second when I was driving him when the kitty ran out in front, but Salem was good and steady. But anyway, when he jerked like that, I got catapulted out of the cart and landed very hard on my right arm and shoulder. And that's what I re-injured this week, doing something with my Siberian Huskies. So I didn't do anything with the horses, but I thought it reminded me of this whole incident, and I thought I would just show you this video footage of my first drive with Salem after that bad crash. And for those of you who have had a bad crash or bad fall with horses or injury, it's hard. It's a mind game. You have to overcome it in your mind. And what I would encourage you to do if you have had that happen is to start with something simple and small that you're more comfortable with. And Salem, he was doing great. I mean, those wheels are passing almost right on top of those flowers. He's very good with steering. He's a nice little horse. It was just unfortunate that he spooked like that, and I really did hurt my shoulder and arm pretty badly. But as you can see, the longer I'm driving him, the more relaxed I'm becoming. And I still have that boogeyman in my mind when I go to drive Teddy or Salem. It's still there. It's hard to overcome something like that. If any of you have had a situation like that, please leave a comment below. I'd like to know what had happened and how you overcame it, because I'm still working on that. Here I'm practicing some circles on that first drive, and he was doing perfect. He did so well. So I thought you might enjoy seeing this. Hopefully next week I'll be able to start doing things with Teddy again, or maybe I'll take Salem for a drive. We'll see. In the meantime, enjoy watching the rest of this, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you at our next update. Bye for now.